Hello, family. How are we doing today? Hopefully, we are right. Over here, I'm doing okay. It's another video that I want to put out there. Man, I enjoy doing this. For me, it's not like work. It's just something that I enjoy doing. And today, I want to talk about role play. And if I'm not a movie, I'm not a director or a cinematographer, whatever you may call them, but when I'm watching a movie, I know what to expect from each individual character, and I know who, how each character approaches stuff. And when they do things out of the norm, I'm like, oh, there's something not right with with this character, because usually I know the way they look. They have a certain look. They have a certain aura towards them, and a certain presence. And also, the script has its job, and also the stage has its job, right? And why am I saying all these things? I'm saying these things in a sense that, guys, let us not be confused. Let not our doctrine be up and down. Let us not be thrown everywhere with every doctrine that comes around. The Bible talks about this too, and it also applies in everyday life. I don't need to reference the Bible or anything like that, but it's like, let us not be thrown back and forth, changing all the time. Let us just be good at our role, which we are. It's well established when we look in the script of the humanity. There's no one who holds the script. You can you just look within yourself and observe how things work, then you know the script. The way I found out the script is that I just looked at myself. I tried both sides. I try to be the best version of me. I try to be, and me not trying to be the best version, that means I wasn't trying any good. So anything not being the best of me, that was the bad of me. Because some people may say, oh, being the bad version is you doing all the bad stuff, all the negative stuff. But know anything below the best version of who you think you can be, that's bad. So me looking back and just observing and understand and reading myself, I came up with, I didn't come up with it, but this is what I found. I found that my role as a human, embodying both the soul and the spirit. This body is, in it there is a soul and the spirit, right? The role of the body is to connect the soul and the spirit together. Now, I won't go into the details of what a soul is and what a spirit is. Those will come later in future videos. But that's the point of the body, is to provide, to unite. You see how the body has a big role, but for some reason the body is not doing its role. The body wants to be the soul, and the body wants to be the spirit at the same time. That's not gonna work. That's gonna be confusion. The body, all it has to be is just to be available. It's just to be available to be used by both the body and the spirit. We are being used right now. We are vessels. I think most of you have heard of that. We are vessels through which the body, no, we are vessels through which the spirit and the soul are dwelling, and they're doing their thing. We don't know what that thing is. So we can go into that, and there is many documents about the spirit and the soul, but it's people trying to know what these things are. And when the message, okay, what I'm trying to put out is, let us do our part. Our part is to indwell these two energies. I don't know if one is good, one is bad. We don't know that. That's how we've been told. And yeah, I can see that when you do good, you feel good. When you do bad, it weighs on you and it causes a different emotion. So all I can say is that we are the stage or a meeting point where these two energies meet. Man, that's awesome. How about we feel awesome about that, about being a point at which these two energies meet? But what we've done, we've put down that role. We have disregarded that role. We don't even credit ourselves for that. All we want to do is to be the actors. Why do we want to take on a role which is not our role? That's what I'm asking. That's why there's a lot of confusion going on. Because we're taking on a role that we are not supposed to do. Trust me, if you want to see the bad side of you, you will see it. It just takes someone to just come and mistreat you or do something bad to you, and you see a side that you've never seen. Humans are capable of doing bad, but they're also capable of doing good. We know that. But then the problem is we try to play the actors, and remember, you can't play those actors at the same time. You either be good or the opposite, you'll be bad. But our role at this time, if we focus more of giving the stage for the actors, those actors don't need help, but we go and influence them. And when you give energy to when you go into a different role, right? No, when you enter into a different character, sorry, I'll go. When you influence a different character, its fruits will bear, its fruits will come out. When you are negative, the fruits of negativity will come out. And when you're positive, the fruits of the positive will come out. But the story to this is what I'm saying. Let us just be the stage where those two meet. Let us concentrate on preparing the stage. Let us just focus on decorating the stage so that when those two forces come, we are non-reacting. We let them do what they want to do. We let their will be. That's why Jesus in the Bible says, let your will be, oh God. He's letting the will be. He's not fighting. And I'm still also working on this. I'm realizing that it's hard to let the will of God be, because we are always reacting. We've been taught to choose sides, to go into roles that are not our roles. I'm telling you, there's people telling me that they see things. For example, some people do DMT or that, and they see crazy stuff. Yes, it's possible. Those stuffs are living in us. We have both good and bad in us. As I told you, it just takes someone disrespecting you for you to do something bad to them. But why are you doing something bad to them? It's because we are failed to be the stage. We are concentrating on the action, which we are not. The actors are already there, but we're taking their role. Actors will be like, okay, you want to take the role, take it. So that you become that actor enters you. That's why when you're negative, you're going to bear those fruits of negativity. right? But when you just let this come past you and you just let the will be done, it's not gonna work out like that, because you're just letting the will be. So these things won't use you. You won't be a vessel uh, that that is a product of either good or bad. We have to be a junction of good and bad. You remember I said when you choose one, you become a vessel of either good or bad. But when you become a junction whereby you just let these, you just connect, you just become the stage, you focus on your role of just connecting them, let them pass through you. You see how the current is gonna be good. The current will just, there won't be any resistance. You just let them go through, whereby the negative goes from the negative, goes through you, and then it becomes positive. You see, when it's negative, with time it will just pass through you, and then anything that's uh, better than that negative will turn into positive, because that's where the current starts. The current starts from negative, then go. When you do your role of being the stage and just let it go through you, it will bring to you positive fruits, what you're looking for. But the way but what we're doing, we're blocking off negativity and want to choose positive. No, it doesn't work like that. So what's gonna feed the positive? It will be empty. It will be an empty promise. This thing has to flow from negative all the way through the stage. Stage has to be prepared. Let it happen naturally. But the problem, we're not natural anymore. We are superficial and artificial. That's what we call, these days they call it the artificial intelligence, whereby we close off one side and we just only focus on one side. How is this side gonna be fed? You know how a tree grows, you need to plant the seed and water it and let it do its thing. So guys, just be the stage, continue to just focus on that. As humans, we just have to let the will be done, man. We can't do nothing. Let the will be done. Let things transform through the stage and let them produce the fruits. Let that natural thing work, because all we do, we are a connector through which the energies of negative and positive work through. Once you start to live like that, life will start to work out naturally. Things will come to you naturally, because you're doing your role, and things will, the natural law of the world will be restored, and things will be beautiful again. All right, thanks guys for listening. Hopefully this was informative and educative. Keep liking the videos, thumbs up, and yeah, I'll catch you in another one. Stay well.